Hey everybody, it's Commander Kirby here, your International Man of Leisure, and I'm getting ready to prepare for Golden Week. It is Golden Week here in Japan. It is a very big holiday, week-long. Everything bank-wise, business-wise, is pretty much going to be shut down. People are going to be going back to visit their family, visit a lot of different shrines. So I took the time off from my day job, if you will, and I'm going to be doing some things. I'll go see some sights. I'm going to do a lot of cooking. I'm going to definitely get a lot of things smoking. I might bake out the sous vide, test with that, and show everybody how I'm surviving here in Japan and how awesome Japan is. I'm even probably going to do some live streams. Now, if you would take a moment, please like, share, and subscribe, and also hit that notification bell, because I'd really like for y'all to be able to see my new videos when they go up. Also, I'm trying to get to 100 followers. So if we can get me to 100 followers, I'm going to do a special tour of the house. So 1 week after we hit 100 followers, I'll do a special tour of the house. Heck, it may even be a live stream. We may make that my first live stream. So again, spread the word that Commander Kirby, the International Man of Leisure, has a YouTube channel. I've got a Facebook page. I've got a Twitter account, and I've got an Instagram. All of them Commander Kirby, International Man of Leisure. So the first thing I'm going to do, though, right now is a video I had not too long ago, which, oddly enough, is my most watched video. I made some pork loin for some of the other locals that live here. So they gave me some feedback, and they wanted it a little spicier. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to remake my pork loin, make those adjustments, and see how the spice pays off. Plus, I'm going to add the slaw that I've been making that has been a hit. So let's get to the pork loin. And happy Golden Week, everybody. All right. So the rub from last time, the only changes I've made here are I've increased all 3 peppers. So there's more pepper in here than there was last time because they said they wanted spicy. Now the experiment I'm going to do this time is before I put the rub on, I'm going to take my favorite standard hot sauce, Valentina here. Valentina, this is the sauce picante. There is a spicier one that is a black label. It's next to impossible to get here in Japan. And bottle that I did have that I let some of the other people try, they kind of said that it was way too hot. So we're going to do this. And we're going to just put some of it on and rub that in, get a nice little coating, thin coating of it on here. And it's going to do 2 things. It's going to add its spices to this, but it's also going to act as a nice little bonding agent for the rub when I put that on. And again, we're not trying to go real thick. This is just going to be a nice light coating to add a little bit more spice-wise to this. And if I get it thin enough, it shouldn't impede the smoke taken to the to it. But again, there, see, just nice and light, not going heavy. There we are. Now that we've got it rubbed down, or now we got the salsa on it, the Valentina, now we'll go ahead and put that rub on both sides. Rub it in. I think I've made enough, but and what I'm going to do after I get this done this time, I'm going to try and expand the number of people who get to try it. So, and then once I get the recipe down just right, I'll go back to Costco and get a very large pork loin again, but instead of cutting it down into these smaller pieces, I'm just going to do one big loin. I'm going to cheat a little bit and get a little bit from the ground there, or from the... There we are. Just put a little bit more on. Go get that nice and coated. I'm just going to finish up here right on the edge. I didn't get as much there as I would have liked. And since we're just going to get rid of all of it, there we go. Get that nice and rubbed. All right, now that we've got it all rubbed down, I'm going to go fire the smoker up and we'll put it in. All right, now the same as last time. I've got the smoker set to 225. I've got the roast in. We're going to close this up. Going to cook it to an internal temperature of 145 degrees, but I do have a little something special. I'm doing an experiment. So, their real oysters are one of the specialties here in the Iwakuni, Hiroshima area. So, I am going to smoke some oysters. I've just got a basic standard. Apparently it's oyster seasoning. It's a dry thing that they sprinkle on them. And I'm just going to smoke the oysters here. They're not going to be in as long. Even though this is a small loin and will go quickly, this one should only be in here about 20 to 30 minutes. So we'll see how that turns out also. But I got the smoker closed here. It's going to start smoking, and in a couple hours we'll see what we got. Right now I'm going to go in and I'm going to make the slaw that I have adapted for a more savory palate as opposed to a sweet. So give me a second here, we'll be right there. Alright, so to keep the slaw from getting too soggy, see if this was just going to be a condiment for the sandwich, I might not brine it. But one of the reasons that you're going to brine this is you want to keep the cabbage... you don't want to get too watery, because if it gets too watery, it's going to just dilute everything you put on it. So generally what you'll do is you'll do 1 tablespoon per head of cabbage. Now I've got about 1/4 of a head of cabbage in here, so I'm just going to do 1/4 tablespoon of salt. And you're going to put the salt in, and then you're going to mix it up because you want the salt nice and evenly distributed. And then you're going to let it set for about 15 to 20 minutes. And what that's going to happen is the salt is going to draw the extra water out. And then after about 15 to 20 minutes, I am going to drain the extra water. I'll probably put it in a sieve. And then I'll use paper towels and I'll push down to get out even as much water as I can before I use my slaw ingredients. I'm using a deep roasted sesame dressing as the base, to which I'm going to mix some ground ginger, some black pepper, and some white pepper. Again, going more for a savory flavor here with just a little bit more of a kick, because again, they were saying they wanted it a little more spicy. So we're going to cheat a little bit and add a little spice to the slaw. So after I get this brined, I'll put the ingredients in and mix it together. And then it'll be ready to either go on the sandwich or as a side for the sandwich. But right now, we got to wait for it to brine, and the loin is still smoking. All right, now I've pulled it out of the smoker, and I have let it sit for about 10 minutes so that it can rest. Always let your pork loin rest a little bit, because you want it to get pull those juices back in. And now we're gonna slice this puppy open and see what it looks like on the inside here. Oh, look at that, folks. Look at that. That is some good smoke penetration there. Nice and juicy. Yeah. We're going to get a picture of that real quick. So, now that I've sliced off a nice piece here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this piece in half, just like that. And we're going to use that to make the slider. So there's the slaw on a King's Hawaiian roll. Not too thick, not too thin. Now, what we're going to do, since I've got spicy here and savory here, I'm going to use a little bit of a sweet sauce. This is a nice little barbecue sauce that Traeger puts out. It's got a little bit of sweet to it. So we're just going to put that on here. Not too much, just enough to give it a little bit of flavor. And again, another picture. For the Book of Faces and the other things that we do here. And now I am going to try it. Always test your food before you give it to other people, just in case something wrong goes. That way, you won't have to worry about embarrassing yourself when they try it. So, here we are. This is now the taste test. That's good. It definitely has a little bit more of a kick to it than the last one did, so hopefully they're going to like it. Now, all I have to do is try and track down some people to join me with this, because it's Golden Week. I don't even know who all's going to be in town, but we'll go see who we can find. All right, everybody. I have found some people to share the pork loin with me. So I am here at Spicier, and I have some people here who are going to have some of the food. So who wants to be the first one to try? Who wants to be the first one to try the slider?
I want the big one.
Go ahead and pick.
Kid, go ahead.
So.
Daddy, your model.
All right.
Yes, I like this.
All right, go ahead and try it. And tell me what you think.
Delicious. Delicious. It's good. It's good.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I tried making it a little more spicier than I did last time, so.
It's okay.
All right.
Good, good.
It's good. Wow.
So, yes. Yeah, well, of course you can. You had the last one, so here. This is Mira, everybody. You may remember her from the last video.
Hi.
She's one of the ones that told...
here again and again and again.
She told me it needed to be spicier, so let's see what she thinks this time.
Ayoko niya na.
Ikaw na naman. Pati ako. Jesus Christ, ang laki pa ng bunga nga ako magpunga. Dapat sililipit.
Better?
Daddy, you're so very nice to cook.
Itadakimasu.
Hold on. It's so good.
Mmm. Delicious.
Thank you.
Nice, Daddy.
Hi.
So yummy.
Ano, kami na ni Minasay.
Tell me what you think.
Oishi. Oishi.
All right. All right. All right. Now, Keith is also, he's a, what, DD214? That's the bar you want?
Yes.
So if you're ever down here in Iwakuni, you're looking for a couple places to go, you can come here to Sig Sig, you can go over to DD214. So what do you think, Keith?
Very good. Very good.
All right, everybody. Well, it looks like my sliders were a hit. We will see about making some more food up during Golden Week. Once again, though, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. Make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, share this video, hit the notification bell so you know when you get one up there. And don't forget, when I get 100 subscribers, I am going to do a tour of the house. And we get 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a very special giveaway. So until next time, this is Commander Kirby, the International Man of Leisure, signing off, and you all stay safe.